The strongest perk nigga. Hercules, man.
Like that'd be like a if there was like a epidemic of perks, that would be like the really good name of the documentary that is used to like study the
Hercules.
Yeah.
Damn, man. Yeah.
When was the perk era?
Idea right there.
That was like.
I'd say that was probably like pandemic.
We have to move the mic closer.
Ooh, pandemic.
Oh, we're live right now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, probably like the pandemic or something.
Yeah, I would say definitely pandemic 2018, 20.
What was that? What was that? Twisty P. That when was that? When he was I'm spending all these
2021.
Yeah.
2021.
See, so that was still like pandemic time.
Yeah.
Anytime from like 2020 to whatever.
Yeah.
So damn near almost now until they start mixing the Fent in.
And then they all went on. Welcome to a new episode of the Water Wave Effect. What is it, 62 now?
Really,
The 62 now? We're on episode 62.
bro.
Took a couple weeks off, but we're back. It was just Mother's Day for context. What is the just for count? May 12th. Yesterday was Mother's Day. We got another busy week ahead of us, like always. But yeah, what did everyone do over the past couple weeks? I guess a little catch up since we haven't been here.
Man, I had to celebrate birthdays, had to celebrate Mother's Day with all the mothers in my family. And, man, just getting after it, making sure we're bussing in here.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much. Hell yeah. Holding down the store vibes. Oh man. Family life. Nothing extravagant, you know.
Same shit. I finally moved out of downtown.
Mm-hmm.
So if you thought you knew where I lived, you don't no more.
Wow.
Hey, my boy out of there. That's good.
My boy said I'm out the mixture.
Yeah. Yeah. Moving out of downtown was the biggest thing. Celebrating Michelle's first Mother's Day. It's definitely a big thing yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, just moving has been tiring, expensive, fucking.
I'm back.
A lot. And you don't realize how much stuff you have in like a small apartment until you move it all.
Oh yeah.
And you're like, holy crap. Like you think you get this, a couple hours to be packed up, you're 5 hours deep and you still boxing shit up, and it's just like crazy.
Yeah.
How many trips do you think it took?
Well, we did it in one trip, but because we had a trailer, but it was up and down the elevator, 10 times or whatever. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be OD.
Yeah, I don't miss the elevator.
And it wasn't like you were on like one of the lower floors.
No, but even if elevator ride.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I did not miss living downtown as of yet. At least I miss being close to everything, but just like up and down elevators into parking garage, like hearing ambulance sirens, helicopters, police sirens, people screaming outside, like. I lived high up, though. I was like on the 7th floor, so it's not like I was like right on the. But that shit echoes up all the way up.
Yeah, I feel like there's definitely even like a big difference just in general with living downtown versus actually living like in Minneapolis, like in the neighborhoods of Minneapolis. Because I think there's definitely two different complete type of vibes, and I think that when you're downtown, like in an apartment, high rise, it's definitely like something that a lot younger people with maybe. Even like more like like business North Loop-esque type people are kind of doing with their lives instead of like actually family living.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like where you really see those families are those neighborhoods in Minneapolis. But yeah, it's definitely, I feel like just such different lives, like just being deep in the city versus anywhere else out.
Yeah, it's a lot of like I definitely run into a lot of people that would like have full on Vikings outfits or Twins outfits, and you're like, oh, you probably work like in the social media department for the Vikings or some shit. You get a lot of people that work downtown. It's like there's like 3 types of people that would live at my apartment building. It's either people that suit and tie in the morning, someone that has like sports attire on, just like a casual like business casual, and then just like people, this guy just trapping out here, like scamming or trapping out of here because you ain't I had never seen like this dude just always around during the middle of the days or whatever. Maybe
Yeah.
definitely ain't dressing up for no crazy. You walk by their room, smell like gas. Jeez, almost lost my voice. Yeah, there's like the three types that be living down there.
That's fair.
It's definitely different, man. It's definitely different.
Yeah, now I just got kids making noise outside the window, and then it's quiet on that. Like living in a neighborhood now in the suburbs. That'd be, I don't know. That's been the hardest thing to get used to. It's just like, damn, I got open the garage, and then there's just kids running around.
People got barbecues and all types of stuff chilling in their yards and shit.
Yeah, hell yeah. It's a nice vibe.
But no, Minneapolis isn't bad. Isn't bad to live in though. Like it's not like you step outside and it stinks or it's dirty or you see homeless people or like like there's all like it's not like there's certain areas like that I'm sure, but like most of the like higher end apartment areas isn't gonna go for that.
Yeah, that's true.
You go by the Target, Nicollet Mall.
I don't think in reality, I don't think really in a lot of like at least like downtown apartments. There's probably a lot of other apartments around like in the city, but at least a lot of downtown apartments, you probably don't even really see kids often at all.
You see like babies more than kids. Like people are pushing the kids in the strollers, but not really kids.
Yeah,
like. Yeah, I mean, we live somewhat near like the juvenile center or whatever, so you'd see like kids out there like walking around going to and from their court hearings, but like not like outside playing. Like even at, like there'd be at like the park by US Bank Stadium, there'd be fathers and sons throwing footballs or whatever once it got nice out. But like you don't have to worry. You don't hear no kids playing outside in downtown at all.
Yeah. It's good that kids are back playing outside though.
No, it definitely was like refreshing. Before I left downtown, we went and like just went for a walk around downtown, and there was hella people playing outside, like at the park, like fathers and sons, moms and daughters, whatever, just playing, running around on the playground set or throwing the football, playing wiffle ball, whatever it was.
Yeah, Calhoun was lit. I feel like this weekend, I've seen so many barbecues. All types of like volleyball, like they had like sand volleyball out and shit. People out there playing. I was like, damn,
kids are back outside.
Oh yeah,
facts.
The good kids, the bad kids never went inside.
Dude, I went to this. Oh my god, I went to this crazy ass estate sale this weekend. I might go today. Haha, this is not out yet. So, no, but I might go today. And it's 50 because it's the 50% off day. It's like the third day of it, but. It was a mansion on Lake Harriet, like in the neighborhood right off Lake Harriet. And this motherfucking mansion, bro, it was like 4 floors, just huge. And this lady, she was like a director of like IT analyst, like something at 3M. And like she divorced her husband and she got this crib herself and just fully decorated it with like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars in like furniture and like just little trinkets and art on the walls and shit. But yeah, I went there and that was probably the most expensive estate sale I've ever been to, but it felt like every room you walked in just made you realize how broke you really are compared to like the rich of the rich, bro.
Like the most subtle piece of furniture or decoration they have is worth more than your whole house.
Bro, I should have
everything you have inside.
I swear, I should have taken videos of more of the rooms, but like I literally only have one video of like the rooms in that house, but there was just nut shit. Like this is one room in the crib.
Oh yeah, pianos, fancy furniture, lamps, artwork,
and that's like
old
the second
clocks,
floor.
fireplace.
Like, that's on the second floor. Like,
yeah,
that's just
even the
nuts.
flooring looks expensive.
Just nutty. Yeah, like they had in the basement, it was like all I forgot what they
fuck with it. I hate when people make it look really old school though.
But this is just one room.
Just one room.
So she has like so there was like something that we were going after was like this brand called Mackenzie Childs, and this lady was like a collector of this shit. And literally she had couches, like rugs. She had rugs like they were toilet paper, just had it backed up, like a bunch of them rolled up in storage, or like she must change them out like every season or some shit. But these are literally $1,000 rugs, and like they were selling them really high. So like a lot of people weren't buying them the first day. So that's why I think the 50% off day is probably going to be a really busy day over there. But yeah, like just the brands, like she had like Chanel bags and like Chanel fits, like all types of just crazy ass shit. But yeah, no, that it was definitely. She passed, I believe. Yeah, because that's what the people inside were saying. But she was definitely up. But yeah, no, look, like 14 karat, like emerald jewelry, like all just types of shit, like sterling silver alligator freaking belts and shit, like Chanel belts. She was a Chanel. She had like just hella clothes. She loved her Chanel, whatever that was, but. It was definitely some nut shit. Just some nut shit. Nut shit, furniture, everything, old Victorian, just crazy.
Yeah, the jewelry could be worth it if it's under the melt price at least, but...
Yeah.
Gold's so expensive right now.
Yeah, literally. And I'm just like, I don't even know, like, would I have to carry around a scale to...
Yeah, you'd probably estimate that, like, an average ring is, like, 4 grams, 3 grams.
Okay.
So and then you can like look up a conversion chart for that.
Yeah, they had shit. They had shit, bro. That lady, I was like, damn, I you know what real rich is when you see shit like that, and then especially in the city, you just know it's like that much more expensive compared to
money,
whatever. Yeah, it's just nuts. Yeah.
What other events we got going on this week? Anybody else?
The Uno show is rescheduled, so if you are podcast watcher that was gonna go, I mean, by the time this comes out, you would, hopefully you would have seen by now. But we will have a new date for the Uno the Activist show sometime this summer, to lap in with his tour completely, like the plan was. But I don't know. State Fair is coming up.
Yeah, I seen. Actually, there's State Fair.
We got a couple months.
There's State Fair kickoff.
Yeah, the kickoff is
at
weekend.
The end of this month.
I think it's this weekend. First one or next?
No,
one.
it's at the end. It's next weekend. It's at the end of the month. $13 if you buy your tickets in advance. $16 at the door. So that's one, and then Grand Old Days? Yeah, Grand Old Days. It's on Grand Avenue. It's like a block party. They block off like half the street in St. Paul. They have like bands, vendors, food, and all that. From Snellen all the way to Dale on Summit. It's like a 5K race, a bunch of stuff. That's on June 1st. So that's coming up directly after the State Fair kickoff.
Okay. State Fair kickoff is fun. It's like a time to go try a lot of the foods without there being a super long line.
Yep. And you just buy your tickets. It's like 4 days. They just host it really quick. I've seen something crazy about the Target Center, actually. It said that their arena was cited for violations, including rodent droppings, mold, and inadequate hand washing practices.
What?
And they said it's part of a broader investigation in the ESPN that a lot of the venues have been going through these type of problems. And so since we're in the playoffs, they just kind of like shed a little more light on it.
Tighten that shit up, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Damn.
So tighten that shit up.
Timberwolves. No, not Timberwolves. Target Center.
Yeah, that's kind of scary.
Yeah, so I was like, damn, what the fuck?
I would hate to
review. I don't know what to look up.
To have to.
Yeah, 4 days ago, Carol 11. Rodent droppings, mold, and hand washing. Dozens of food safety violations found in Minneapolis sports facility. Crazy.
Them shits is big. Them shits is big though. They are big ass stadiums.
It's one of the oldest venues out here too, isn't it?
Target Center?
I think so. It's very outdated. I'm pretty sure.
Damn.
Similar issues were found at Target Field and US Bank Stadium in 2024. US Bank Stadium was like #1 stadium.
Oh yeah, they said it's like pretty much all of the venues are going through this problem.
I mean, yeah, it's hard, bro. Those spaces are so fucking big. Like when you really think about it, like
can't clean everything.
People just be lackadaisical with their jobs though too.
No, that's true. I mean, that's true. Like, but how? Like, let's say let's say you call an exterminator, right, to fix your mice or rat
exterminator.
problem.
That's
Bro,
different.
Like, but like
it's
how,
probably hard
like
to keep
how
mice out
many?
the big-ass
That's what I'm
stadium.
saying. That's what I'm saying. Like how many
Damn near
fucking
impossible, probably. Damn near
like how many
impossible.
traps would you have to put down to get every
Yeah, no,
single
it's probably
one
damn
from
near
coming
impossible.
in? Like I guess you could spray something on the outside, but like bro, they gonna get in underground somehow.
No, they
like
gonna be in
they'll
that bitch.
climb through the sewers
Because
or
it
some
takes
shit,
over like
bro.
fucking a 4-block radius.
Yeah,
6-block radius.
That's what I'm saying. That shit just sounds. You would need like a team of like 30 niggas just running around putting traps at every corner that they could find. Like, and I still feel like they would still somehow get around that shit,
especially in like a spot,
without
like,
making it
especially like Target
hazardly to
Field being
humans.
outdoors. Like
Yeah,
that's a little like you're gonna have
like bro, a fucking
squirrels.
eagle could just fly over and accidentally drop a fucking mouse into the stadium. Like,
and
there'd be nothing.
squirrels hopping in it, climbing around. Like that's always gonna happen. But Target Field, US Bank Stadium, Target Center, we love you. We
fuck with y'all.
We don't judge you off this. This happens.
No, it happens.
There's dust sometimes in the corners of the Waterway store. We don't. So
Ain't
we know
shit.
how it be. We know how it be. There be
You know.
little dust bunnies that get around. We get it. We know how it be.
Yeah, little
It's hard to
dust
clean up all the time.
Bro, it's crazy.
But,
Okay.
while on the topic of Minnesota stuff, I had this thought in my head yesterday, and it made me think, what's the best era of Minnesota rap ever? Thinking like an era maybe being like a 5-year span, like 2000, 2005, 2010, 2015, 15 to 20, 20 to now, to 25. Now that we're in like 2025, there's like a new era maybe. Some people probably go off of 10 years, but since we're kind of a newer, younger hip hop state, maybe 5 years at a time is good. But yeah, like there's definitely, if you're watching this, let us know in the comments below what you think. We're only in our mid-20s, so we haven't been around for like the early days of Minnesota hip hop, but I definitely want to dive a little bit deeper. But
I was gonna say from 2000 to probably like 2010, I have almost no information of Minnesota music.
Yeah.
the research
Same
may
here.
tell us.
Yes, same here. But hiphopgoldenage.com does have a lot of info on some, at least I'd say maybe more poppin' projects or songs from artists. A lot of these people at least are signed, I would say, from the 90s when we were like babies. So literally. So I would say like, at least I see right away on here 97 Atmosphere drops Overcast.
97?
Yeah, 1997.
Damn, so
And
they're the
it's-
I wasn't
early
even
2000s
born.
too.
Yeah, so this is apparently to Hip Hop Golden Age. This is an introduction to the raw, independent energy of late 90s hip hop. Minnesota hip hop. And so I would say that at least you could see already some dudes that have a lot of respect in the Minnesota game still were even back then.
Yeah, it was like
grinding.
30 years strong.
Yeah,
it's crazy. I didn't realize it was even that old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I knew it was, probably before 2010, but yeah. And what Ben brought to light, POS and their group. What'd you say their group was labeled? Doomtree. Their label was early 2000s, 2003, 2004.
Yeah.
2001 is when they started. So yeah.
So yeah, even like Idea, he passed, RIP, bro. The Faces of Oliver Hart in 2002. So that dude, I definitely have heard his name a decent amount. And then there's another artist, Musab, that was in 2002. That seems like he dropped an album, Respect the Life. It's a masterful balance of raw lyricism and deft production, offering a snapshot of the underground Minnesota hip hop scene. So he was doing his thing in Brother Ali in 2003.
Dang,
I know
Shadows
Brother
on the
Ali.
I
Sun.
didn't know he was that old either.
Brother Ali's a beast for sure.
Yeah, Shadows on the Sun. And I think a lot of these guys, are rhyme sayers, which is how they've also been killing the game in terms of Minnesota hip hop for past, is that 30 years?
At least
30 years,
30
maybe
years.
20. Yeah. So
Definitely.
literally, bro. And then semi-official 2003 as well. He had some collabs with MF Doom on his project. And then I see POS. POS drops Ipecac Neat in 2004. And it seems like it has like an ode to a kind of more indigenous vibe. Yeah.
Yeah, we got to go back and listen to some of those.
Some old tape listen throughs.
I know. Because that's definitely an era that I just completely skipped. Like, I've heard these names, but completely skipped over learning about it.
For sure.
I just go off of what people tell me, like, but it's even like a lot of the people that would tell me this stuff weren't really, they were telling me about the 2010 era, not the 2000 era. When I was, when we were first starting Waterwave in like 2018, 19, trying to figure shit out.
Oh, man.
That's my favorite era, just because that was like our golden era, I feel like.
Our golden age, the viral YouTube age. Definitely different. I feel like there's a lot of people.
I think
I'm curious when like Prof really got going too. That's probably like 2005, 2010 era. I'd assume.
I would say so.
When he started going, and then Atmosphere, I'm sure is even getting bigger around that time.
Yeah, Atmosphere seems like they were definitely, and Brother Ali's Undisputed Truth was 2007. But yeah, I'm not even 100% sure where Prof's first album was. 2007.
So, because it's like, Prof is like an artist that's 2007, 2000, and every era after that too. He's just, his music probably changed.
Oh yeah.
But he's involved in every era.
Oh yeah.
So I feel like a lot of those 2000s ones are definitely going to be involved in the 2005, 2010 era. But then you get to like the 2010, 2015, then you're getting to like a lot more names that are still kind of like that we know or that we're underground with, that are still kind of trying to fight their way out of maybe the underground or still try to make it, because they were probably, in high school during that time. Like you look at like the Free Wi-Fi group with like Plaza, Daddy De Niro, The Rift, and them.
No.
I think that was around like 2015, 14 era. Without Googling it, maybe a little bit after, but I mean, they were making music during then still.
Modern day hippies.
Oh yeah, modern day hippies.
Around that era.
Write that down on my list.
Yeah.
MDH, Tarzan, with like all the, and I don't know all the, and like all the fucking,
man, Prof's albums are legendary. That shit kind of crazy.
Like Vo and all of them.
Yeah, Vo
on their side.
Damn.
But yeah, I don't know. I'd say Prof was first dropping in
basically
2007.
The whole St. Paul era.
But he was definitely big in 2015 too.
Yeah, Prof that's probably his biggest one. Yeah, he's literally in every. You could put him in every era.
Yeah, that's definitely. But I mean, yeah, it seems like Rhymesayers and them were doing a thing in the 2005s, 90s, and
Cashanovas, Cashanova, the Mac Irvs.
Oh me, and then I see Doomtree, self-titled 2008 is another one.
We're writing this down so we can do our homework. Was that 2010 era or before? Damn, Muja Messiah 2007. I know he's gonna be mixed into a few different eras too.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah, Muja Messiah, he's been a lyricist for a minute. I wonder when Juice Lord even started too. Like, I feel like he's been rapping forever too.
Yeah. Juice
I should know. I've definitely interviewed him.
At least since like probably like the
high school.
2015, 14 era. Because we went to middle school together. So and he's a year older than me. So yeah.
What about like J Down and like J Dot and like
J Down and J Dot era? That was
like
a good
Cocaine
era.
Kari.
That was like probably like 2019, 2020.
R.I.P. J Dot.
Really?
Yeah, R.I.P. Yeah, because they were coming in here.
Yeah, because that was 2015 to 2020 era.
Yeah.
Shoot. Them, yeah, they were definitely. That's crazy.
R.I.P. Lil Bro and Free J Down.
I'm trying to think. It's crazy because you got to give Lil Shine 2015 and Lil 2020 era too.
Lil Shine was in the mix.
Because Shine definitely did pop out with Miami Baby. But he's still today for sure.
And what era would you say Zodiac
Miami
then?
Baby, that shit.
Zodiac
Zodiac's 2015,
he's gone
2020.
through those long eras
he
too.
went through
like
those.
And Trayson too.
And Lorado. And Lorado too. As well. So there's definitely a good mix of guys who damn, the scene is busting,
man. So many greats have fucking passed too, like people that actually had the most motion, like the J Dots the J Dots and the Zodiacs. Like people that really had the most motion and the most like in their respective fields, like
or like
that were
most
young,
potential to blow,
young
type
motion,
shit.
like shit's crazy. And then you'd think in the 2015 to 2020 era, Lil Jarv had people in a chokehold. Remember, he posted a snippet the other day, like everyone knew this song back in 17 or 16, or whatever what was that song called now? My daddy told me chase that bread because I wasn't born with it.
Oh yeah.
Should
I say P. Will?
P. Will, that
been in
time.
this bitch for a minute too.
And then this is you just got to go back to the first couple of years of the Water Wave post, and you figure out that whole era really. Yeah. But I posted Fox 9's shit. I mean, that's maybe more personal vibe feel because we feel like we listened to his shit all the time back then.
Yeah. You know who really kicked off 2015? Modson.
Put him in there.
Modson kicked off the 2015 era.
What about we can't skip over Bobby Raps, Allen Kingdom, and Corbin too?
No, you can't. I mean, I'm just saying maybe industry,
just before we get too far,
industry wise, for sure. Bobby and them, bro, that's like 2013, bro,
I feel like 2014. That's even earlier.
So they're technically in the 2010s to like 2014 era or 2010 2015 era. If you're talking about beginnings, but Modson's first album dropped in 2015. Which is crazy because
it seems kind of recent.
It was through a record label though, too. So it's like, and it debuted #1 on the Billboard Top Heat Seekers chart. So it's like, if you're talking industry, that is a crazy start to first album. But Bobby and Corbin, I feel like they had like the middle schools and high schools on lock. Like when they were dropping, they were definitely, it's almost like Modson was like more internet, like he had to go out and get, sure. But like homegrown name, for sure. Bobby and Corbin, I think were killing it. Because I was in middle school and I knew who they were. I knew Frozen Tundra and all that shit.
Growing up in Mankato, I didn't know nobody until I moved out here, really. I didn't know nobody. Just knew the 2 people that rapped in my high school, and I thought that was it. Like from Minnesota.
It really be like that. Bro, I just knew the only people.
And then like
St. Paul,
Young Gravy, 2015.
But I'd heard of Tarzan.
Which is pretty huge though. I mean, because we knew he was pulling numbers, but we obviously, it's not like where from.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. There's a lot of kids out here that want to be on the same shit and. In the suburbs, and they know they have a one friend or two that are from St. Paul or wherever a lot of these other people are coming up out of, and I think that even kind of goes into like even in today's generation, like the A. Hill figures and stuff like that. Like you're gonna have a lot of kids from a lot of these other suburbs who see what's going on in their area.
They want to take part and
and they're going to create their own version, and that's going to be the 2025s through 2030s motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's facts.
So it's like, we just ranked from the 90s all the way to the future, nigga. We already know.
I mean, and even like the 2015, 2020 era, maybe probably even earlier too, like Student One. And his whole movement, like he did millions of streams with like Eric, with Tierra Whack and shit back then. Like
there's it's crazy because there's definitely so
I'm trying to think of
many
Soundset lineups. Like if you go back at the old Soundset lineups,
like Dan Atlas and I don't even know what year he was. Maybe like 2010s, maybe to 15s, probably.
Yeah,
I feel like he was like
all the way up
to Prof.
Right when I was in high school,
all the way up till Soundset got canceled.
Basically. which got canceled in 19.
Why can't
I think it was. I think
Why can't I think of no
they
one
took
else
the
from
COVID
that?
year off because every festival did, and then they just never came back.
Yep.
So
Pretty
like
much.
2020, probably 2019 was probably the last one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That shit's hard, bro. Hopefully they can come back, man.
Damn, it's been like
shit.
5-6 years
Shit,
since I
Grand
saw
Old Days came back, and they took away the
Wayfest gonna come back.
our other festival, Vino. What they take away? That international joint.
Oh yeah,
They took away that bitch.
What was it called?
It
The
was-
international, the world.
It was like
The
the
World-
World Fair or something.
Whatever it was at the River Center or
Yep,
wherever
yep.
that was, Minneapolis Convention Center. That shit. I know y'all remember that if you was in school from like, and you kind of were in the Twin Cities.
Yeah.
It's definitely like the World Fair. I think it's like the World Fair or some shit like that. But that shit was lit. You had so much food from so many different places. You got to hang out, be out of school for the day. But wherever that was, and you had to take
Festival
like a
of
language.
Nations.
Festival of Nations. And I feel like you had to take a language class too to go on that thing.
to be able to go to miss school.
Yeah. Like it was like a field trip for like a lot of like the language classes.
Yeah.
So it was definitely like crazy. But
I never been.
yeah, man. Fuck.
When did
Why they
that-
had to take that
when did
away?
that end?
I think that was
during
COVID too.
yeah.
I think that was COVID
They took
too.
a pause and never came back.
Because I mean, they would have had to technically do a lot of restrictions on, like,
Because they're literally
serving
doing
food,
international
handing-
trade.
Yeah, it was literally like you would just go up to different booths. Like there would be a Norway booth, and then it would just have like little trinkets and shit from Norway, but then also just a whole bunch of food that you could buy from like their little stand, and it was just every single country. Like in the world, and you could just literally stop at every single one if you had that kind of bread.
Literally, you could walk out that bitch with a kimono,
On me, I
looking
remember
like a samurai.
just going there with like $40, bro, and you was just up. You was just trying everything you could.
Yeah,
shit was turned.
I had never been. I never even went to the state fair until I moved out here. But that was just because my parents would always try to take me, but I was just like, I'd rather just stay home and play video games type of kid.
Damn.
So I just
found a photo.
be scared.
Where you said you used to be scared of.
I just don't want like just going out and be like, oh, we're gonna do walk around in the hot sun, eat food all day. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't like roller coasters. I didn't like rides. I didn't see the point in going to like
It
trying
just
to
sound like doing
knock
the
bottles
most.
down with a baseball. You know what I mean? Like I'm sure they wanted to go and bring me because it was something you would remember as a kid. But like I didn't. I mean, go with like a bunch of friends and stuff. Maybe that would be fun. But like just going with your parents, as a teenager, you're like, nah.
I guess
don't wanna go to that.
you were kind of far. You were kind of
Sounds
far
like
for a
a
lot of
mission.
kids to be able to like. But like it was definitely just
bro, you
crazy.
said knock
like
down pins with a
being there,
baseball.
bro. Being there in high school, bro, was crazy because the whole city was there.
Yeah.
Just like how
yeah.
you go there now and you see
Yeah,
a whole bunch of
everybody
people that you
yeah.
know, bro.
Yeah.
That's how it was at high school, bro. You was just seeing
bet.
so many people, and it was everybody in the freaking just like how you see it today, like
Yeah.
in the
Midway.
midway. Everybody was just in the midway. Like,
And you probably
with
know
they
people from
homies.
other schools that like play
Exactly.
sports or whatever.
Yeah, y'all rolling.
Yeah, 'cause
Bob,
being
You
in-
see everybody you grew up with in that bitch.
literally,
Yeah, being in Mankato, there was never really like a sense of like, oh, I could go out somewhere and see like the people I play against in sports.
Right.
Because Mankato, like the next biggest city, like to Mankato is probably like, I don't even know, like Owatonna maybe, and that's like a 45-minute drive.
Damn.
Like if you're thinking like who we play in sports, because they got like
Yeah.
St. Peter, but like that's a small town. We don't play them in sports. You get like to like Jordan and like Belle Plaine, but those are still small schools that we don't play in sports. Like,
Did y'all have to drive far for all your games?
yeah. Yeah, like I said,
That shit
like
cool.
going to
Hour
like
and a half,
going to,
2 hour game.
going to
Y'all
like
would leave school
Owatonna would-
early and shit to,
Oh,
to
yeah,
the games.
for basically
that
every
shit's
game.
That's clutch,
crazy.
though.
Yeah, no, it's
I
definitely
mean, Rochester's
clutch.
like an hour and a half drive, hour 15, so like, and that's a team, so they have 3 schools, so you're going there 3 times a year for your sports or whatever, if it's basketball or baseball,
I'm
maybe
trying
once
to
for football
think
or whatever.
what
but-
even like the farthest school we played was.
Bro, going to fucking, like Marshall one time, that's so far.
Jesus.
Red Wing, 3 hours. The
Like
bus,
that's
it
already
really
just
be
a disadvantage in the game.
Yeah,
you
you show up
crammed
tired,
up in a
bro.
fucking
School
hot
bus.
ass bus with no AC, just sitting there like this, getting ready for the game. You just be
Already
slouched
fully
over.
suited.
bro. Yeah,
You'd
bro.
be
That's-
hopefully, the basketball team would always get coach buses because it was
Oh,
only,
yeah.
a lot less people. But the
Yeah,
football team,
indeed.
it'd be varsity, JV, C squad, like school bus,
Straight school bus.
Yeah, you can't.
That shit was nuts.
Yeah, you can't.
We
fit 'em all.
definitely I remember like we had coach buses, but then there would be like school buses for like
for the younger kids. Yeah, school. Yeah, we did that sometimes. Like when we when we did Marshall and Red Wing, I think those would be like it'd be like coach bus for like the varsity team, because I think JV would play before varsity at some of these games or after varsity or however it worked. Like sometimes for at least when the games didn't start late. Like JV would play first for basketball for sure, and basketball was C squad, JV, and then varsity throughout the day. But football sometimes it would be like 2 games if it's like really far. But instead of JV traveling here on a Saturday and varsity, that was crazy. I couldn't imagine being imagine just like having to send your JV team 3.5 hours somewhere to go play a football game.
Shit.
Like,
I mean, AAU these
means
kids
nothing.
be flying now. These kids just be flying. They already getting ready for the fucking NBA
cross country
Bro,
road
you know
trips.
What? Speaking of AAU, you know what I just found out about Julius Randle? Bro's AAU like owner like of his team was a billionaire when he was like a kid. Yeah.
so everything was covered.
So yeah, he already like seen the life.
Man,
And
I
was
played,
like,
when
yeah,
I
I
played
want
AAU
this
one
shit.
year, everything was out of pocket. Jerseys, events. You you just paid a fee at the beginning of the year.
I was
But
doing.
I did it one year. That was so fun though.
I bet
Because it was like no
AAU's
rules
lit.
type of basketball. Like you get to play with like people from other cities too. And then my
Yeah.
coaches were just like 2 kids that just graduated from my high school.
Yeah.
So like, and they played basketball for Mankato East.
Yeah.
So it was pretty fun. Shout out Brett and Martin for being cool coaches. But I got to shoot 3-pointers and shit. I was like, damn. I wore a shooting sleeve. You couldn't wear none of that.
He was the shooter. He thought he was the
You
shooter.
couldn't wear none of that in my school.
Trying to go crazy.
Yeah. And then
thought
I
he was
literally didn't
Kevin
play
Love.
basketball like the next year because I was just like, whatever.
Niggas be giving up on their
Hoop
passion.
dreams.
'Cause I got
Over
fat.
here.
I gained like 50 pounds and shit, and then I quit basketball and lost all the weight.
Yeah, I was finna say, you supposed to be traded over to summer.
They had Khalil. How can I compete with Khalil?
You were supposed to be the Dirk. You were supposed to be the Dirk
Man,
version
was,
of
but-
He
Khalil.
didn't want to compete with Khalil.
Oh,
It was
me. It was
crazy.
supposed to be
I
Dirk
let
and
him.
Shaq.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh, me.
That's a funny story. I literally, my mom and dad, or at least really my mom, was like, "Just go to tryouts. Maybe you'll like it." And I didn't touch a basketball for a whole year. Like I was like, I'm not gonna play. But she's like, just go. So I go, and I'm obviously big because I was like 250 pounds, and then Khalil, me and him are guarding each other at tryouts, and I just let him just bully me in the paint, just made him look like Shaq and shit.
Oh, my
And then I'm like taking jump shots. The coach is like, "Quit shooting jump shots!" All this shit, and I'm just
Go
like,
to the rack.
I'm like, bro, I don't even want to be here like that. And that was just like, I didn't even really want to be here. Like, they kept it like 100 with me. They're like, you could be on a team, but like you probably won't play that much unless you wanted to like play down or something. I'm like, bro, honestly, like, I'm good. I don't need. I'm out. I'm good. But then I just worked out every day after school.
Luka.
Like worked out, went to the gym every day, and lost like 50 pounds, like 60 pounds. I was like 180 after that shit eventually before like football season started. So like somehow I lost more weight just working on myself than going to basketball practice every day. What you'd think would be a good workout, but
You gotta want it.
sure.
You gotta want
then I
it.
should have went back to basketball after that. Really though, like for
Yeah,
junior,
don't
that was
you-
because you were taller too.
yeah, and junior and senior, like because I still would have been junior and senior year because I was sophomore year that I didn't play, so I still could have had 2 years of
Eligibility.
yeah. Should have. I could be in the NBA right now if I really tried. Maybe.
Fuck around. That's
This dude, now he crazy.
Man, I was dunking.
Now
we went to
he
RF. I was
crazy.
dunking in RF. Bro, I told.
Are you guarding Ant? You think you
My
can
nigga
guard
said,
Ant?
fuck no.
Not right now. Not right now. I'm
Even
so out
if
of
you
shape.
trained your whole life, you think
I was so
you
out
think
of,
you
I'm
could
so out
guard?
of
You think
shape
you could
now.
guard Rudy?
I mean, if he might miss the shot.
He beat it out the frame.
If he can't dunk on me, maybe I probably could.
Rudy go chase you down and just swat your shit on the
He's
backboard.
honestly
I'll
been
break
a
his
beast
ankles.
for us this past playoffs. I fuck with Rudy.
Yeah, the
Shout
Wolves
out to
playoffs
him.
have been fun.
Rudy, man.
Hey man, everybody tag a Timberwolf right now in the comments and tell them come.
Let's
shop
go
from our
Wolves.
ways, man.
Let's go.
We gonna
Wolves.
get y'all if y'all win this Western Conference Finals, y'all can get anything free out the stove.
Sure, fuck it, bring him in.
They
Only the Wolves player. You got to be a starter though. You got to be a starter.
That nigga crazy.
Hey,
No, you just gotta.
He said
you
all
gotta
the
get
niggas on the bench, brother.
they said nigga, what no niggas.
Nigga, Luka Garza sliding through. He like, yeah.
Luka Garza can come get some free shit.
I mean, come on, Luka. You
Come
can
on,
slide
man. We
through,
rock
bro.
with all y'all.
We
man.
rock with every
with
single
y'all.
person, man. Every single person. But on some real shit though, man. Bring the city this playoffs, man. We can do it. We believe in y'all. We know y'all can do it. Just lock in. Julius Randle has been locked
He
in.
about to get an extension. With
Yeah,
us.
no,
He been going
Julius.
crazy.
Hey,
Yeah, bro.
I ain't even gonna lie.
Bro,
If we make it to the
24 in 2 games
finals,
in a row.
if we make it to the finals, I will not be surprised if Julius Randle and we won somehow. I wouldn't be surprised if Julius Randle got MVP.
I mean,
Yeah.
but Rudy
I would not
went
be surprised.
crazy though,
Yes.
too, though. You got
Yeah, but
Yeah, like-
bro,
yeah.
I mean,
it's the
Julius
Julius just got the first
overall,
triple
he could
double
get MVP.
in Wolves playoff history since Kevin Garnett.
Wow.
Yeah, he's been going off.
Yeah,
No,
like,
yeah, either him
he
or
only
Ant is
30
definitely going to be
yeah,
MVP.
I think
yeah,
low-key
he's
young.
yeah, he's still.
Well, we're definitely
I mean,
going to
it's
beat the
OG,
Warriors, so we really just got to
but
see if we're playing the Thunder or the Nuggets. And honestly, both of them
Either
look
way,
mid.
they both dookie right now.
I'd
boy.
honestly rather play the
They
Thunder
dookie.
just because
Probably rather play the
They're
Thunder.
inexperienced.
I feel like we could work.
we swept the Nuggets last year in the playoffs 4-0, but the Thunder just they show a lot of signs of being really young. So the youngest team in the NBA, I'm pretty sure, unless like maybe the Rockets or the Pistons, one of those two teams might be younger as of this year or whatever. But the Thunder have a lot of young players, so that's what all the like analysts say. Like, you know, the Thunder they always have an amazing, like they lost like 12 games this year or some shit. Like they didn't go. It was like they didn't go a 3 or 4 game stretch without, like they never they lost like 1 game for every 4 games or 5 games or something. So like you think about the playoffs, you got to just win 4 out of 7.
So
You know,
it's
like they
basically
shouldn't
could be
get
able to
eliminated
do
at all.
all
They
that.
should win the thing. So like,
I feel like they're tired. They're gonna be tired.
yeah, and just the inexperience of like real try hard
Yeah.
basketball
Yeah,
for 4
trying to
quarters.
Free throw
you know?
merchant can't keep doing this shit no more, man.
He ain't even been merchanting that hard.
I think because they're not calling shit for him as much.
Yeah, during the playoffs.
SGA.
He just been
It's
getting
the
his
free throw
straight little
merchant.
mid-range buckets.
Yeah, I think his productivity is going down because refs are not going for, especially just in these playoffs. Like
It ruins
bro,
the flow of the game.
Yeah,
when
and
you're
like
calling so
even
many
just
fouls
Draymond,
in
bro.
the playoffs.
Just watching Draymond play, bro. That dude is the most it's weird, bro. Like him, even Braun too. Like the flopping shit, bro. They're so good at acting that shit. It's like it's crazy. Like even the Podzinski dude. Like I seen this dude he just taps people, and the way they just fall. It's like they practice that.
They
like
do.
it's
They
like
do.
It's like
they
a part of the
literally
game,
Just, yeah,
though.
it's like now a part of the game to where you just have to perfectly fall and make it look like this nigga really just hurt you. Like it's like some shit from soccer. Like I think they do that shit in soccer. And it's just like, how did we get to this point where faking it, like faking getting knocked the fuck out is like the way to win this game. Drawing fouls is the way to win the
Bro,
game.
I think it
now.
was like a game 4. LeBron literally flopped so hard. This nigga like faked the injury. Like,
Yeah,
he
bro.
had to lay on the ground for like
Yeah.
2 minutes,
Yeah, and then
then
the
he
nigga was
walked to the
peeking.
and then he walked to the bench
Yeah,
and
bro.
sat down, like, and then got back in, and he
Yeah,
was not
bro.
hurt at all.
Yeah.
Like, bro, it was doing the most for a call.
They're getting insane. They're getting insane with this shit, and I'm kind of just like, because that's why I feel like someone like SGA is so successful. But as soon as you get refs who don't like to call that shit, then it's like, I think the games are up in the air, and I don't know. We'll see what kind of refs we have for these conference finals and stuff like that. But we need it.
See, Giannis said that he would be down to open up for options of going to a different team. I think it was yesterday or this morning. It was reported for the first time.
Where do you think he's gonna go?
Fucking LA Lakers.
No,
Really?
Yeah, they gotta.
he need to go to. Like,
If
I think he'd go
LeBron
to
was
like
retiring,
he might go to the Thunder.
Luka, LeBron.
if LeBron was retiring this year, I'd say Giannis is a
SGA and
guaranteed
Giannis.
Laker. But since LeBron's still there, they have his
That'd
contract.
be
so I don't know.
crazy.
God, that'd be so many big people on the court. I feel like
they are already tall. They're
I feel
already
like
a big team. They got Chet.
I could see him at San Antonio though.
Yeah, the Spurs make sense with the Wemby.
I could see that.
He seems like an OG team player too.
Yeah. But it sucks that their coach just left.
They build like Unk type teams.
Yeah, he's old though. That guy, he had some health issues
Popovich,
too.
Greg Popovich.
He's the president now.
Yeah, they made him the president of basketball
What?
operations.
Yeah.
Why are they stressing his ass out? They need to just let bro.
Oh yeah,
chill.
LeBron.
I mean,
LeBron
I guess.
was apparently injured after our series. For
when they
6
smacked
weeks.
those knees together. You remember that?
Yeah, I felt like they was really just they was
I
faking.
mean, he's going to be injured after every playoff game if he wants.
How
He's
you
fucking
injured
old.
after the series?
I mean, Curry sitting out this series.
Yeah.
So I'm just kidding.
That's been
I'm just
saving
kidding.
us, honestly. The way we haven't been playing very good at all.
I mean, there was like a clip of Ant mic'd up with Gary Payton Jr. He was like, "Y'all trying to make it a game 6 and get Wardell back, huh?" He was like, "Yeah, that's the plan."
Yep, get him back.
Yeah, no.
Are we up 2-1 right now, right?
2-1.
And then 3-1
2-1
after we beat them tonight, and then
after we
4-1.
beat them tonight,
beat them.
and then we'll beat them
Hey,
at
shit, we
home.
finna
and
see
take it
tonight.
all.
Don't let them even get Curry back because then anything will happen.
No, that's the thing.
I feel like we're gonna blow them out tonight. Like we've been having bad game, good game, bad game, good game. So I feel like tonight's like a 15, 20 point.
Ant was finding his 3 late in that fourth.
Yeah. He
So
need to
I
find
feel like
hammering
fucking
Wolves
layups.
-5.
no, he do need to find them layups. Ant. I rock with you, Gig.
I'm about to clip farm you now
You are one
at
of
some
my
point.
favorite players, bro. But I'm just trying to figure out, like, I know you was working on threes this offseason, but did you, like, just subtract the amount of layups? Like, we need more finishes. That's all I need.
he be dunking on people?
No,
Hell
I'm not
no.
taking that away. The
He can
dunk,
dunk.
the
He can
dunk
dunk.
attribute has not gone down. But you know, in 2K, when you like when you start your career and your slider, you want the 3 to be high as hell, but then they put all your other shit down. It just seemed like my dude 3 went unlimited. Like bro went 99 from the 3 this year, but then the driving layup ability has gone down from like it feels like 85 90 down to like a 70.
Yeah, he missed like 10 of those layups in a row that
Bro.
one game.
And it'll
I
be
was
like easy layups. Like that's why I
Bro.
said I damn near want to clip them shits. Like that
Yeah.
shit could go viral.
'Cause
How
it's-
many times that nigga missed the easy layup?
Yeah, cause it's just bro, like and I'm telling you, bro, like bro is my favorite player on this team, but I just don't understand sometimes, like, cause it feels like maybe even he's just expecting to get fouled.
Yeah.
But it's like, bro, if you finish it,
Yeah.
I feel like they gonna treat you more like SGA.
He'd be having 30,
and start
40 a
giving
game.
you a lot of them and ones.
You're not
like,
going
you
to
gonna
the
get them
rack
and
for
ones.
a foul, nigga. You're going to the rack for a
Yeah.
bucket.
Right.
And it's just
nigga,
like
what are you
randomly
doing?
he'll decide to just launch and dunk on somebody.
Yeah,
It's like, why,
and then I'm like, damn, like,
like
where was
just
that?
take a body, and it's like all these other ones you're trying to lay it up like nice and soft, and it rolls out. And
Yeah, bro.
yeah,
It kills me.
If he literally would finish like this playoffs, he's missed a lot of easy layups. Like he would be dropping 30, 40 a
this
game if he
playoffs.
was finishing his
Literally.
layups.
Easy.
I'm telling you,
bro.
this playoffs alone.
And going like 1 for
and
10
maybe,
from 3,
I don't know,
it's just
maybe
like
bro got like a fucked up finger or something. Because that, like, maybe the finger roll is just like it hurt or something. Versus
He's
like just
scared or
putting it
something.
down.
Yeah.
Like, but bro, that's the only thing that I'm just like, bro, if you made these layups, you would be Jordan. Bro would be better than Jordan. Bro would be looking like real prime time elite. Like,
Yeah.
just because that 3 ball is just so insane to accompany that.
I mean, because
like,
really,
you
all
know?
you need, they say, is the 50, 40, 90 rule. Basically, is like if you shoot 50% from the field goal, 40% from the 3, 90% from the free throw, you golden.
You're golden. Yeah, yeah. And free throws is something too that I feel like could be sometimes wishy-washy too. It'd be really hit or miss. From our whole team, though. Our whole team. The only person that I feel like is consistent from the free throw is Julius.
Yeah.
That's a very
Rudy
consistent.
Gobert's been pretty
He's a
good for a
vet.
big man too. I'd be scared
Rudy
seeing him
Gobert
buzz
is
the
getting
line.
better. He is
this
getting-
this
he's gotten
playoff
better.
stretch, he has been getting so much better, and I feel like that nigga deserved the most
See,
improved.
I feel like he's a player. Yeah, no, he's a
Most
player with
improved
a
award.
high potential.
Didn't he win
cap.
Defensive Player of the Year last year though?
Yeah,
So
2
you're-
years. in
Yeah,
a
so you're
row.
probably not going to get most
No,
improved
yeah.
after winning
No, hell
Defensive Player of the Year.
No, hell no.
He did
no.
improve though.
Yeah. He definitely did
Yeah.
improve for the Wolves.
Well, now
I feel like
we
he
got rid of
improved
Cat,
for
so he
us.
kind of had to like step up a little bit. You know, Nas Reed is
Yeah.
like another big man man, but they kind of take turns playing. They're not really out there at the same time like that. But.
Yeah, the real 6-man. And like, I mean, Jaden McDaniels and Nikhil Alexander Walker, we
got a fun team.
Everybody turns up when they need to.
Like I would love to have everyone would come back next year.
Too. He know how to draw them fouls. Like we was talking about them little bullshit fouls.
I'm scared Naz Reid is gonna leave us though to get a big contract, which I'd be happy for him, but like because he's gonna be due for some money next year.
It just depends on what type of role he wants to play or where he sees his legacy.
Yeah, because he could stay being the guy off the bench for another 2 years or until Rudy Gobert is gone, because he's just going to probably play the center position for us unless we get another big guy that's can't really do much besides be a big guy. But
because some dudes want to be like a starter but not get max contract, or some dudes really can play off the bench.
I think Julius took a lot of that time from Nas whole time.
Definitely.
Because he's just a big that plays like a guard. Yeah. And it's just
he doesn't need to like come off the doesn't need to take breaks a lot. So Nas is really just whenever Julius or Gobert needs a break, he pop in.
Point forward.
Yeah, he'd definitely be. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. The season is insane. These guys can do it. We believe in you, Wolves. I just feel like we'd be unstoppable if we weren't missing layups and free throws. That's it. We'd be literally, there's nothing else that could beat us, I don't think. No. Apart from ourselves at this point.
Yeah, facts.
So, y'all got it. We believe. Minnesota believes. I want to go to a crazy-ass parade downtown. I feel like that's just, it's crazy. Destined for Minnesota soon.
Even if we make or win the Western Conference Finals, I think we'll have something.
The city gonna be lit. But you win the finals. Watch parties or whatever. You win the finals.
We win the actual finals.
Minneapolis, the entire vicinity of the city will be filled with people.
Oh yeah.
Motherfuckers thought Philly was bad. I feel like we would be insane. It's gonna be
burn down another precinct.
No,
don't say that.
No, but it's gonna be lit.
I shouldn't say we.
It's gonna be lit.
Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, one last thing I wanted to touch on before we get out of here is that new song Fairy. She was a fairy.
By Maya P.
He was a fairy. That's like a trend on TikTok.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's like basically the newest hot trend or whatever. And she's from Milwaukee.
This shit smacky.
Yeah, she's from Milwaukee. And I just want to say something to all these rappers that was trying to talk shit on Milwaukee and start beef. All these Milwaukee rappers are going viral while no one out here doing nothing to go viral.
Bro,
you know what I mean?
What the fuck?
Like, not that no one's doing
trying. The script on.
Hey, man,
but
shine
look,
viral.
You got... Okay, yeah, we got he already been there though. But like we talk since people in Minnesota, rappers, whoever it was, Facebook culture, whatever the fuck it was, that tried to start a beef with Milwaukee rappers. Ever since then, Steve the Stoner, boom. Maya P, boom.
Yeah.
JP was already up, but JP's up there, boom.
Bad energy in the air. That's what's going to happen.
And the thing is, they're doing what they were making fun of them, like Steve the Stoner dancing and shit. That's why he went boom.
Yeah.
Maya P, she's a little different because she was doing her thing. It's crazy. I brought up Maya P in the JP shopping video we did. I was like, out of like artists that I seen going crazy. Yeah. That was like a year ago. So it's like these names have been basically just waiting for their moment.
Waiting for their moment.
You got us over here, Minneapolis. I shouldn't even say us. Whoever the handful of the minority of people on Facebook were trying to be like Minneapolis better than Milwaukee, and maybe you truly believe our music is better, but that doesn't matter when they getting opportunities, they going up, they getting booked for big shows, they going viral, they sitting courtside at games, like.
Yeah,
like that's.
I think it's definitely a mix of city support, but also people really need to step out of their comfort zone.
Yeah.
And a lot of people gotta just not worry about looking cool and really just worry about putting out content that will get people's attention.
Like I need to see Tarzan hitting like a Chris Brown little smooth jig to his new song. You know what I mean?
It's crazy.
Like
smooth jig.
That's what I need to see. I need to see A.Dot Hilfiger doing a fucking little Young Moody backflip. You know what I mean? Like, I need to see
Young Moody backflip.
I don't know. Cumo need to start doing head spins or something in the club. You need to start a trend. Pop, lock, and drop it or something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey man, like, a lot of them are working.
That's what you need.
A lot of them are working.
We out here putting out good products. We're putting out good music. We just need the viralness.
There's definitely that. I feel like it's weird because I feel like there's definitely a type of artist that you gotta be in. Like someone like Gravy is almost like set up for being able to just go viral doing whatever. Someone like Prof can go viral just doing like whatever, and it won't necessarily hurt maybe their image.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that even just finding ways outside the box, like I know like Humo be streaming with KK and shit like that. Like those are other ways outside the box too that you can connect with the people of the city, and the city can also support you and support your music and stuff. And I think that just finding those niches that help that, because I feel like too it might be hard for someone like necessarily like an A. Hilfiger to make like a meme-esque video, because
you might not even be
I understand
that
too
content.
that people are also supposed to take what you're saying seriously, so it's like that so that will kind of make it hard too in a certain demographic. But I don't know, like even you see people like the Baby Chief will do it, and the Lil Chuckies, like they still have a comedic presence even though that they are rapping about a lot of hood shit, like crazy shit,
still funny guys.
So yeah, there is like, I agree with you though, saying like
it might not have to be
you might have to do a backflip every now and then or whatever, but them niggas did like, I don't know, like when you look at Baby Chief will do it, I feel like he just looked funny though too. Like
he looked like
he would be a little funny nigga. Like he would actually be cracking jokes and you'd be laughing. But I don't know, like a little Chucky, like I feel like they was hanging with FaZe Banks and all types of shit. There's just certain virality
like Tyler
shit.
Be doing a little dance trend with bitches and shit. Niggas be doing different
they
shit.
They do for sure.
Virality.
For sure.
Yeah. And even like if you don't want to dance, like just find something that's like a niche to you that other people can get behind or like copy. Like,
for sure.
Like just any type of trend, really, like
some skits or some shit.
Skit, or like the way you like you just put on like a weird outfit every day. I don't know, and then your music's playing over it. Like just like something that's either that you've seen someone else doing and you want to like put it in your own perspective or whatever. Like that's the only, like even like the LeBron music remixes, that Kid B artist, he tripled his quadrupled his followers just off of making LeBron remixes, because that was a trend that was going on. Like doing that type of shit, like blew up his TikTok, like that type of shit. Like
but
you just gotta
sometimes
find
that's what you gotta do to get yourself on the ground. Because I ain't even gonna lie, the girl I Love You August, who like really was like pushing a lot of that LeBron shit, she's millions of views, millions of monthly listeners now, and she ain't even dropped, like the LeBron songs aren't even actually on her like Spotify and Apple Music and shit. Might be on her YouTube like shorts and TikTok, but they do not have that shit on Spotify and Apple, and it's changed her trajectory too completely.
Definitely.
So you never know. You never know, bro.
Yeah.
Eat 'em.
Keep working. Do everything you can.
Yeah.
Fight. Little dirty.
Step out of your comfort zone and don't worry about your quote unquote image, because if your image only exists in Minnesota, your image don't exist yet. So like, you can be anyone still, like to the whole world. Like it don't matter.
You could have 5 alter egos and be somebody different in every state if you wanted to.
Yeah. Be like Adam Killer. Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
If your name starts with A, this is for you. And then he gets on his knees.
These niggas ain't on nada. Like he was a rider. I like the lava.
Yeah,
but we know, bro. We know.
I think he's performing at Summer Smash this year.
He is. This is his first
We need
year,
to bring.
man.
We need to bring him.
I gotta pull
to
up
7th Street.
Adam Killer, man.
You just bring him to 7th Street.
That would be a fun
for
one. I wonder if he would be
3 bands, and then we gonna have everybody in the crowd do the little neck.
He would be able to sell that out. I feel like he would be able to sell that out.
Everybody get on the floor.
That's gonna be hard.
They would do it. If you're at my concert, this is for you. And then everyone just... Adam Killer, hit us up.
Hey, hit our line, Adam
Come
Killer.
on,
We'll
man.
see you, twin.
But yeah, this was Waterway Effect episode 62. Thanks for tuning in. Shop with us at 1521 Coleman Avenue, Southeast Minneapolis, Minnesota. WaterwaveTV.com to shop online, book studio time. Join the Discord, link in the description. Buy some merch, support the gang, subscribe, share, like is the best way to do it for free. And comment below why you think Minnesota's lacking behind Milwaukee and what your favorite era of Minnesota music is.
Squaw.
Peace.